EyeSouth has over 2,000 employees whose purpose is to support our doctors. We are organized with 5 major functional areas. The first is payer negotiations. We have a payer negotiation team that works with the local insurance companies to try to ensure the maximum number of possible patients see you. The second is a revenue cycle management team with the most up-to-date and capable technology tools to ensure that the patients you see receive the maximum payment that you deserve. In addition, we have a state-of-the-art technology department to ensure that your staff has all the tools they need, whether that is the EMR or the practice management system, as well as other technology tools to support them. In addition, we have a best-in-class marketing department that focuses both on business-to-business marketing and talking to your referral network, as well as a best-in-class consumer marketing that reaches out to patients directly, either through digital media or more traditional mechanisms. And lastly, we have a human resources department that will help recruit, staff, and train technicians to further support your organizational growth.
I'm Scott Bullock, and I am the co-founder and president of the Interior Division for EyeSouth Partners. In 2017, EyeSouth was formed with a mission to provide management services to our doctors, our surgeons and optometrists across Georgia Eye Partners and new affiliates. When we started Georgia Eye Partners back in 2010, we were very fortunate to grow rapidly, and that rapid growth began to cause some issues with our management structure. Our doctors were fantastic clinicians and surgeons, and as we continued to bring in new doctors and new office locations and open up new surgery centers, we started to see the need for higher levels of business partners in shared services. It was me as the practice administrator, CEO of the practice, and I was wearing many hats, the compliance officer, the CIO, the CFO, the CEO. And as our practice continued to grow and gain momentum, we saw the need to bring in more talented individuals. And that got us talking. I remember a lot of late nights of our doctors working after 8-9 hours of clinic. They were also managing the practice and doing their best to both manage the practice and the business partner arena, but while also being a great clinician and surgeon. So our options were we would partner with another group, we would look to the hospital systems to maybe partner with them, or build a management service organization within our doors, and we chose the latter. We partnered up with Shore Capital in early of 2017 with the mission to build a management service organization that supported our doctors and enabled our doctors to provide the highest quality medical and surgical eye care. 5 years later, we are now in we're representing 220 doctors in 9 states with over 120 locations. But what I'm most proud of is the team that we put together in the management service organization to continue to support our doctors. Our marketing, compliance, revenue cycle management, our HR departments have all been well developed with great leadership and are providing a wonderful partnership to our doctors and our field employees. To me, this is really the level of support that I wanted as the lead administrator of our practice, and I know that our doctors want the same thing. So every day we strive to continue to build out those management services and add value to our partners while still remaining committed to that mission of providing the best quality medical and surgical eye care. As we all know, the medical practice arena has changed quite a bit in the last couple of decades, especially in ophthalmology. The development of new technology, the baby boomers, the demand for services have all played an important role on the need for a good management service organization. As we develop programs to evaluate equipment, bring in new technology and new offerings, I'm very proud of what we bring to the table to help our doctors make the best business decisions so that they can carry out the best medicine. A lot of times we help our practices in very difficult times. During COVID, it was a good example. of how the collective of all EyeSouth doctors and the management team were able to share information and roll out very quick, real-time decisions that allowed for the best care of our patients and our staff. In another situation happening recently, Hurricane Ida unfortunately hit one of our great affiliates in New Orleans, Eye Care Associates. Within the 8 hours of Hurricane Ida, the roof was ripped off our facility there and exposing our surgery center and a lot of our practice to weather damage. Within 24 hours of Hurricane Ida's damage to our facility, we had our restoration team down there, and our partner was able to restore and mitigate some of the damage that the elements were doing. Within 72 hours, we had secured the building and started to work on the restoration program. Within 2 months of Hurricane Ida, we were back doing surgery and had 50% of our clinic operating despite losing the roof and almost all the walls and interior of the clinical space. Again, this is something that as a practice administrator, CEO, if this happened to my practice alone, it could have ended 6 months or taken a much harder impact on our doctors. But through the resources that EyeSouth was able to dedicate to Eye Care Associates, we were able to keep the staff employed, paid, the doctors working and sharing and providing care in an emergency situation, and then getting them back to what they do best, which is seeing patients and doing surgery within a few weeks of the impact of the storm. So those opportunities are where we pride ourselves of being good partners to our doctors and being able to, in the times of need, be able to take care of our team, our family.
Why EyeSouth? Well, I think what my partners and I were looking for were partners. We needed help with the growth of our practice, and we were looking for a strategic partnership that could help with that growth. And we have certainly found that. EyeSouth have been great partners. There's been no unilateral decisions made. It's always a group decision as we decide which way to take our practice. Some examples of that are that we just opened a new office in Winter Park. So within 2 years of our partnership, a brand new office has been opened. It's a state-of-the-art office, has 7 exam lanes, a procedure room, all the full testing equipment that we would need. And it has enough space to put 2 new physicians there, which we desperately needed. So to summarize why EyeSouth, I think it really comes down to one word, and that's partnership. When we decided to join the EyeSouth family, that's what we were looking for. We were looking for help in the areas that we needed help. And that's exactly what we've received. Another great example of this is that myself and some of my partners in our practice, we are involved with a nonprofit that we started called ACE Global, where we provide education in the developing world for young surgeons. And it's been so encouraging to see EyeSouth really support us in that. They help give us the resources or the time or the staff that want to go. They'll actually help staff travel with us to other countries and provide the same high quality care that we have here in the developing parts of the world. So yeah, this partnership has been a really strong one, and I don't think EyeSouth would go so far as to support our extracurricular activities unless they were really invested in the practices that they choose to partner with.
I'm Dr. Evan Schoenberg. I've been with EyeSouth since the beginning in 2017, first as an affiliate, then as a partner, and now as managing partner at Georgia Eye Partners. My experience with EyeSouth has been wonderful. Since the beginning, EyeSouth has supported me in my endeavors to do what I do best, be a doctor, and be able to offload other aspects of the practice to professional management. But really, it was with COVID in 2020 that I became acutely aware of just how much EyeSouth was bringing to the table for us. While my friends in private practice, especially owners of private practices, were incredibly stressed and worried about the future of their business during the time that everything was shut down and we were figuring out how to help our employees and how to get through this together organizationally intact, EyeSouth took care of the heavy lifting. And I actually was able to sleep well throughout the process, knowing that we would return to a strong foundation and get the practice up and running again as soon as we could. This was all the more the case when we came back and found the laser vision center we'd been using, TLC, was out of business in the Atlanta area and elsewhere because of the problems that COVID had brought and other organizational difficulties. We didn't just bounce back from this, but rather took it as an opportunity. And with EyeSouth's help, both financially and organizationally, I built the EyeSouth Laser Vision Center. The result has been that we brought LASIK in-house, providing a higher quality of care, better financials for both our team and our doctors, and more convenience for all involved with the highest level of technology right in-house at the EyeSouth Laser Vision Center. This is one of many endeavors that I feel like I wouldn't have taken on my own, but with EyeSouth's help was able to excel at.
Hello, and thank you so much for inviting me to speak with you today. I am so proud of the company we have built together. EyeSouth Partners is a vision, a family, and a place where so many people turn to for help. My name is Parul Kaur, and I am a glaucoma specialist and cataract surgeon at Georgia Eye Partners. My practice was the very first to affiliate with Shore Capital to create EyeSouth Partners. The day my partners and I signed the paperwork marked the first of 2 straight weeks of sleepless nights. We had taken a terrifying leap of faith. That was 2017, and as I sit here today in 2021, after seeing thousands of patients, having a daughter, and struggling through a pandemic, I can honestly say it was one of the best decisions of my life. EyeSouth Partners is not a clothing store or a restaurant. We do not entertain clients. We change the quality of lives of our patients. This is a huge responsibility and one the doctors of EyeSouth take very seriously. As ophthalmologists, we go through 8 years of postgraduate level education, including 4 years of medical school, 1 year of general medicine residency, and 3 years of ophthalmology residency. Some of us sadists, like myself, spend an extra year or 2 further subspecializing into fields like cornea, retina, or glaucoma. We have spent our 20s poring over textbooks, dissecting bodies, spending sleepless nights on call, and becoming quite comfortable with debt. We do what we do for the love of science and an insatiable need to help the humanity around us. I remember being a 4th-year medical student and deciding what I was going to do with the rest of my life. I had already rotated through fields like emergency medicine, radiology, oncology, and I had made the decision that I would not choose a field dealing with life or death. My own heart could not take the anxiety. 1 year into my ophthalmology residency, I read a study that showed me the irony of my decision. In it, the researchers had conducted a very large patient survey. They asked people, how many years of your life would you give up to keep from going blind in one eye? What do you think the average number was? It was 12 years. People, on average, would rather live 12 years less than go blind in one eye. What do you think the number was to keep from going blind in both eyes? It was a staggering 25 years on average, with many people saying they would give up 50 years of life to keep from going blind in both eyes. I had not wanted a field dealing with life or death, but I had somehow chosen one anyways. My colleagues and I feel the weight of our decision on a daily basis. An average day for us can consist of seeing 40 to 70 patients. These people have complex eye disease involving multiple layers of the eye. They have oftentimes had 4 to 5 surgeries by the time they see us. They go through a variety of tests in the office that take 2 to 3 hours, but then only get 3 to 4 minutes of FaceTime with us. They are elderly, fatigued, and scared. The hardest part of being a doctor is balancing the need for efficiency with the need to provide compassion and education. In 2017, I was terrified because I know what I do matters and I pour myself into it. Every doctor in EyeSouth feels the same way. I know because we only bring on physicians from the best training programs with the highest quality medical practices. These are brilliant clinicians, superb surgeons, and ethical individuals. We join EyeSouth because we are promised brilliant, superb, and ethical business partners. I can tell you, we have not been disappointed. I am amazed at the business acumen of all of you and how you work together to elevate the quality of medicine we can provide our patients. We know our medicine, but we cannot control our patient's total experience. I can keep someone from going blind, but this will not matter as much if they constantly receive an unhelpful front desk staff, if the electronic medical record system is down, or if they receive large bills that no one can explain to them. EyeSouth Partners is a delicate balance between medicine and business, and we rely on you, our business partners, to walk that tightrope with us to the end. I will leave you with one of my favorite quotes. Behind every great man is an even better woman. I like to think behind every great doctor is an even better support system. On behalf of all of the doctors of EyeSouth Partners, I want to thank you for being the very best.
EyeSouth is one of our nation's largest and fastest growing ophthalmology platforms in the country. You may ask, why is that? And the number one reason is the organization and its mission was built to support our doctors who take care of our patients. Everything we do at EyeSouth is about supporting the doctors. The way we recruit them, the way we support them, the way we negotiate payer contracts, the way we ensure the highest level of revenue cycle management and collections, the way we support our doctors with state-of-the-art equipment, with excellent recruiting of both staff and co-doctors has all been significantly helpful in helping EyeSouth grow. EyeSouth's mission is to empower our doctors to deliver the highest quality medical and surgical specialty care. We are very excited about that. We have a staff of nearly 2,500 employees with one primary goal, and that is to support our 200 plus doctors in over 8 states. EyeSouth's model is to support the local doctors. Our model is to retain the local brand that you, the doctor, has probably built over the last 5, 10, 15, 25 years, and help you continue to grow your practice. We help you grow it by recruiting additional doctors, by opening new clinical space, by building out ambulatory surgery centers that are typically more efficient and effective use of your personal time, and recruiting the best staff possible. We also invest in state-of-the-art equipment and ensure that all patients know about you in the local community, as well as aggressive outreach to the local referring doctors to encourage them to send their patients to you for the best quality care.